In the light of recent events, if you know, you know, today I would like to talk about MC011. This is a code for eBay suspending your account and a possible account closure that comes out of that, because judging from the comments under my videos, there is significant number of people who get few things wrong. And today I would like to talk about when, why, for what reason eBay can suspend your account and then close your account. And I'll give you all the reasons for it, and I'll tell you what to do to avoid it, and I'll tell you what you have to do when it happens. Hello again and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carrier for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad. I'm not a full-time reseller, I'm an unpaid carrier who is selling on eBay to pay my bills. So guys, today I would like to talk about MC011. This is a code for account suspension on eBay, which can result with account closure. So very important topic. I've made a video about it some time ago, but certain people were upset that I'm using them as an example. So I had to take that video down for my peace of mind and my mental health. So yeah, I have to do it again. Yeah. Yeah, guys, when you sell on eBay, you have to know what you're doing. When you treat your customers like numbers, blaming them for your mistakes, when you've never read eBay's terms and conditions, and you break the rules, blinded by your own arrogance, you are going to end up losing your account. eBay will have no mercy whatsoever. Don't even think about it, that you can reason with them. No matter how big or small you are, there is too many sellers on eBay and eBay can afford easily losing a quarter of them. No problem at all. So if you don't know what MC011 is, it's a code for a restriction that eBay imposes on seller's account. Basically, in almost all cases, your listings are being taken down, you are unable to list anything new, and your money is being on hold. And before you deal with the problem that caused this restriction, you won't be able to get your selling account back. And to get it back, you will have to appeal the decision and provide evidence that you have fixed the problems. Moreover, very often, eBay won't tell you what is wrong and why they have suspended you. So you have to figure it out yourself, and that's why I'm doing this video, to make it easy for you to figure it out what you have done wrong. Before we start, I've got a favor to ask and a disclaimer. The favor is, if you find this video helpful and interesting, please don't forget to click that like button. If you wish to support the channel further, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. I was searching for materials for this video, and really there is not a single video on YouTube at the moment dealing with the problem in such detail that this video will be long, but it's well worth to watch it in full because yeah, it's packed with information. Excuse me. And the disclaimer is that I have never been suspended by eBay with the MC011. I'm not talking out of my own experience, but I've done extended research. A word that for some must be a dirty word, judging by their actions. And on top of that, I have contacted 3 people who have been slapped with MC011, 2 of whom got their accounts back, 1 of whom lost his account. I have also had a chat with eBay rep, but it was just a rep, nobody higher than rep. So we need to take it with a pinch of salt. You know, eBay reps, sometimes they talk rubbish. I would love to talk about it with somebody higher in eBay pecking order, like during eBay Open or something, but at the moment it's impossible, so we've got to work with what we have. So what am I going to talk about today? Why sellers get MC011 restriction, how to avoid getting it, what to do to get rid of it, and what are the chances of being successful. And as a bonus, I would like to give you some tips for people who start selling on eBay, what to look for, what to do, what not to do, and why you shouldn't listen to the people who say that you can start today and have a full-time income within 3 months. But this video will be too long already, so I have decided that I'm going to do a separate video on this topic. That video will come later down the line, hopefully next week, if not the week after. So yeah, I didn't include it in this video, but I will give it to you later. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging to the edge of the seat? Come on, another one. Bite the dust. Come on, please don't let it be you. Yeah? Don't let this happen to you. The best way to win this game is to avoid MC011 entirely and never even think about it. Yeah? So why sellers get MC011 restriction? In most of the cases, because they are stupid. 99.99% of those people who've been slapped with restriction, with suspension, they have caused it. It was self-inflicted harm. I give that 0.01% for an exception, for like a mistake on eBay's behalf. Sadly, I haven't seen a single case where MC011 has been given as a mistake or error or accident, or it was malicious action done by eBay. We can argue if closing the account of the seller who couldn't explain himself is a mistake, but if you find a case that restriction has been applied, in vast majority of cases, in fact, all of 20 plus cases that I have looked at over last week or so, it was absolutely legit suspension. All of the cases that I have looked at, that was perfectly legit suspension. I mean, there was at least one suspicious behavior on the behalf of the seller, or plainly bad practice. Yeah. So what to do to avoid restriction? Just be a good seller. Just be a good seller. And what to do to get account back? Well, you need to understand that you are the problem, not your customers, not eBay. You are the problem. You are doing something wrong, my friend. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I will talk about it in details. First thing that you need to know is that eBay does not slap those restrictions willy-nilly. Whatever you've heard about eBay doing it out of spite is simply not true. That's what people want you to believe, yeah, because they are too ashamed to admit that it's their fault. You have to do something wrong, or at least you have to do something that looks suspicious to eBay to get slapped with suspension. And I know all those people on YouTube that say eBay is stupid, eBay made wrong decision, they've done nothing wrong, yeah, and it's all eBay being malicious. Yeah, I mean, what would be the reason for eBay to be malicious? That's beyond my comprehension, guys. I'll say this. You know what they say. Prisons are full of innocent people. Yes, exactly. Exactly. People will blame Eskimo Biking Club before they admit it's their fault, because that makes them look stupid. Rightly so. I'm not saying that eBay has never punished a single genuinely innocent person. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. But after my research, I see that all those people whose cases I have checked were guilty as one or more things, and vast majority of them never realized what it was, but there was one or more things that they have done wrong. And they were refusing to comprehend it, they were refusing to admit it, but yeah, none of them has said almost none of them has said yeah, what I was doing, it was wrong. I should have known better. However, I was talking to the guy who's lost his account, and I asked him, why do you think eBay has closed your account, and do you think it was legit? And he said, yeah, I didn't do good. I didn't do my job good enough, and eBay had a right to do so, but I thought eBay will give me a chance, but it didn't. And I have a great respect for this guy because, at least he can admit it. And I genuinely feel sorry for him, because now he would be a great seller because he knows and he admits it. And I'm sure he would never do stupid things again. Yeah. And now he's got no business, he's got no account, and he's screwed basically. I mean, in theory, he could move the house, change the phone number, buy new laptop, set up new business account, I don't know, set up business on his partner's name. I mean, blink, blink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? But, is he going to risk it? I don't know. On a contrary to common belief, guys, account suspensions are not being given automatically. There are some exceptions, but in general, it's not that easy to have your account suspended. This is not a minefield when one wrong step and you're out. No, it's not. eBay is definitely not trigger happy. It's not like AI will find one of your listings that is not fully kosher and boom, you've got MC011. No. Single listings are being taken down automatically. Yes. eBay sends messages automatically. Yes. Flags are being raised automatically. Yes. But there are flags and there are banners, guys. One small flag will not suspend your account. eBay will send you a warning. Plenty of YouTubers talked about warnings in the past. The knowledge is there. I have received automated warning twice. You will not get suspension for a single minor offenses. Not a chance. Not a chance. You will get your warning first, unless guys, you break the rules in such a speed and amount that eBay will not be able to send you a warning quick enough. Because before they send you a warning, more and more cases will pile up, and more flags will be raised, and you're gonna get suspended. However, guys, all those little flags that have been raised, they can add up very quickly. eBay is based on probability. The more flags points at you, the higher probability in the eyes of eBay that you are doing some dodgy dealings. And there are big banners as well. But again, it's hard for one single big banner to trigger MC011. But in some cases, it may be enough, especially if you had some little flags being raised before that. Yeah. Also, if there is one thing that eBay hates the most, it is a sudden change. When you make a sudden change on your account, eBay takes correcting measures as a precaution because algorithm doesn't know what is going on. If you log to your app on your phone from abroad, your traffic will go down like a lead balloon. Yeah, like a lead balloon until your first dispatch. Yeah, it happened to me many times. So there have been some flags raised on your account. Now somebody, a real person working for eBay, may or may not look into it. This person can slam MC011 manually, or he or she can leave it as it is, or he and she can say, oh no, yeah, flags were raised, but it looks legit, so I'll put down those flags. Yeah. And then you carry on. You never even notice that you've been like checked. Yeah. And all those flags stay with you for a long time, possibly forever. I couldn't force the rep to spit it out. She only said, when your account has been flagged a long time ago and there is nothing wrong ever since, then it's not a problem. Yeah, maybe it's not a problem, but you know, that flag is there and they can see it. And surely when the push comes to shove, that flag will not work in your favor. That's for sure. Yeah. Another thing is positive feedback, guys. Whatever defect has been applied, as soon as you get positive feedback for these transactions, it's all good. It's all good. Did you know, for example, that late delivery defect is removed automatically when you get positive feedback for this transaction? In many instances, I have challenged my late delivery defect, saying that I have dispatched it on time and it's courier's fault, and I have been rejected and defect was not removed. But as soon as I got positive feedback for this transaction, next day defect has been removed automatically. Yeah. So be sure you are doing everything you can to get those positive feedbacks, as they can kind of clean your sheet, if that makes sense. And if you want to know more about how to get more feedback that you are getting now, I will put the link to the video in the description so you can go and have a look. Today, in this day and age, vast majority of MC011 are being imposed on sellers that sell as a business on private account. Yeah, for years there was no problem with it. For years, there is no law in UK that bans it, and for a long time, eBay terms and condition stated that you should have business account. I don't remember the word exact wording that they have used, but it wasn't a hard no. Now it is a hard no. Out of the cases that I have studied last week or so, more than half was due to this violation. Obviously, with those changes at the beginning of the year, no fees for private sellers, insurance fees, and all that malarkey. Nowadays, there is a significant difference between private account and business account. And remember that you have competition on eBay. It's business. It's dog eats dog. It is super easy to go and report the listing as a business selling on private account. I mean, that easy. It takes 15 seconds. And it only takes few people to report the same seller and the flag is going up. The flag is going up and you are in trouble. Second most popular reason for account suspension is to fit the scammer's profile. Now, some people were mad that I've called them scammers, which I never did. Yeah? All I have said is that their actions fit the scammer's profile. When eBay slaps you with MC011 suspension, they are not saying you are a scammer. What they say is that they have a reason to believe that you may be a scammer. So please explain yourself or you are going to lose your account. Okay? If they were sure that you are a scammer, or possibly if there was like a super high probability that you actually are a scammer, they would close your account just like that, without asking you to explain yourself, without explaining you why your account has been closed. Boom, you're gone. Go and check if you are on the other side of the door. And that's it. eBay will not discuss with you. eBay will not explain themselves. They don't have to. They don't have to. What fits the scammer's profile? Or in other words, when eBay may think that you are a scammer. Recent uptake in sales in a short period of time, especially if you didn't have good sales before, and then followed by item not received cases. Yeah? If you are not dealing actively with those cases, or some of them will be closed without seller's resolution, it is almost certain that you are going to be slapped by MC011. Just think about it. You suddenly sold a lot of items in quantity or in value. Yeah? You could sell two things, but if they were like £500 each, then you've got a and item not received case has been opened, then you've got a problem. Yeah. So when you receive, after that sudden spike in sales, when you received item not received or item not as described case, what eBay will think about you? The guy took the money, never sent out the item, or he has sent potatoes instead of iPhones. Yeah? Can you blame eBay for thinking so? A recent spike of sales, cases opened in a week time. What would you think? What those buyers are thinking? I've been scammed. I've been scammed. That's what, if they were receiving potatoes, they would say, I have been scammed. I have to open the case. Boom, case opened. What eBay thinks, right, recent spike in sales, cases opened, must be scammer or can be a scammer. Yeah. And believe me, eBay will be ruthless eliminating scammers as quickly as possible. Because next day, if that person really is a scammer, next day they can scam another 20 people. Next day, another 50 people. And most likely, those buyers who get scammed, they will be lost for eBay forever. They will never come back. They will never buy anything on eBay anymore. Yeah? And if people don't trust eBay, they will never trust you as a seller. So eliminating scammers is good for us, because scammers give eBay a bad name. And when eBay gets a bad name, you don't get sales. And guys, I don't give a monkey if it wasn't your fault. Yeah? If buyer opens a case against you, you are the one to deal with it. Buyer has bought the item from you, they have a problem, you have to fix the problem. It doesn't matter who is to blame. You are the only person who can fix the buyer's problem. If you won't fix the problem, eBay will fix it for you. They will take your money and refund the buyer and slap you with MC011. Is that so hard to understand? That if you won't deal with a problem, eBay will deal with a problem for you, but you're gonna suffer. But it's not my fault, but it's not my fault. Yeah, cry me a river, buddy. eBay is not your friend, you've got no voice. Either you stick to the rules and you do what you've been told, or there is a door over there. Nobody forces you to sell on eBay. Remember that G.I. Jane film? Yeah? Hit that bell and you'll be home tomorrow. You don't want to sell on eBay? You don't sell on eBay. If you want to sell on eBay, just stick to the rules. Pal, please understand this when I tell you there is a line of sellers ready to take over your customers. When I get a sale, do I think, does it even comes to my mind, hey, that used to be that guy, a customer, and I took over his customer. Oh my God, he will have no food. No, come on. Do I think about it? No, I got a sale. I got a sale. Money. And that's it. Every single seller on eBay is the same. So if your customer has a problem, deal with it. Deal with your problem, or you will be dealt with MC011. Yeah, another big massive banner. One of the most common reasons for MC011 restriction and account closure are cases closed without seller resolution. I mean, eBay is ruthless on this one. Your sales will go down dramatically after the first case closed by without seller resolution. And you don't need very many of them for your account to get suspended. You've got 3. Expect MC011 anytime. Especially when you sell a lot of items and those cases are ramping up super quickly. Yeah. Before you notice, boom, account suspension. You have to deal with them super quickly, because if that person who wants to slap you with MC011 sees you dealing with the cases, everything is fine. But if she sees everything, or he sees everything closed without seller resolution, come on, we don't need sellers like that. Boom! Refund on time, in fact, refund as soon as you can. Returns, item not as described, item not received, everything else. Never under any circumstances leave the case open for eBay to close it, unless you are 500% sure that eBay will take your site. And even then, like a day or 2 days before the deadline, go on chat with eBay. Hi, I've got this case, is everything kosher? Am I covered? Ask them, is this okay for me to wait for you guys to close this case? I had this fairly recently, maybe 18 months ago. Yeah, I went into the chat and I've asked this guy, hey, I've got this case. And he said, yeah, no problem, pal, don't worry. Don't worry about it. You are perfectly fine. You are perfectly okay. I will close that case in your favor day after tomorrow. By the way, I don't know if you know it, but when you contact eBay about the particular case, not in general, the particular case, right? Whoever you contact first will be assigned to this case from now on until it's closed. So the guy you talk to, hey, is it okay to leave this case open so you guys will close it on your side? This guy will be the one who will be closing that sale, that case. Yeah. So not many people know that. So when you speak to this guy or this lady, just watch your language, be nice. You want him or her on your side, so don't call them stupid. Don't call them idiots, don't call them being unfair or anything like that. You want to be nice to them, okay? In my case, tracking shown delivered. There was a photo evidence of item being delivered and GPS pinpoint that it has been delivered to the customer house, right? And I have provided both of them to the buyer. Yeah, I provided the photo of her door and the GPS pinpoint, and she still claimed that she didn't receive the parcel. So the guy said to me, hey, there is no reason that I can see where I could say, maybe, yeah, I have to give the buyer benefit of the doubt. No, you have provide everything. You have provide buyer with all the information. In my view, you've done everything correctly. You've done everything you could to help the buyer to find the parcel. So yeah, I will close this case in your favor. And now I know that I can leave that case open. Yeah? So every time you want to leave your case open, contact eBay if that's okay. And if they tell you, no mate, I'm gonna take the buyer's side on this one, you say thank you very much for the information, you end the chat, you go your refund, to avoid case being closed without seller resolution. Yeah? This guy who sits there in eBay, he's got his guidelines. He has to stick to those guidelines. If he won't stick to the guidelines, he's gonna lose his job. Yeah? He's going to lose his job. If he says, I'm taking the buyer's side on this one, don't call him an idiot. Just say thank you very much and go and refund. This guy is not going to risk his job for you. And remember that eBay values buyers much more than sellers. Perfectly understandable approach. And don't give me this crap that you are paying fees. You are not paying fees. You sell the product to the buyer, you take buyer's money, and you pay fees out of that money. That's buyer's money. You are not paying fees. Buyers are paying fees. You are just a middleman. Without buyers, there is no fees. Without buyers, there is no business. Without buyers, there is no eBay. Go on Vinted, have a look. Go on Vinted, have a look. How great business they have. There is too many sellers. There is too many items listed on eBay. eBay can afford to lose you, but they can't afford to lose buyers because they are bleeding buyers through the nose for years. Life is not fair. Get over it. Now, these were kind of like big banners that can shut down your account very quickly. Now let's talk about smaller flags. And like I've said, in most cases, those things will not cause the problems. But if you got cumulation of those, you get too many of those, you will get suspended. So number one is item not received, hands down. Item not received. On contrary to some, it's not about the percentage. You may have sold 10,000 items and you only have 10 or 20 item not received cases. That will be enough. That will be enough. Whether they treat you as a potential scammer or they treat you just as shitty seller, you will get stung by MC011 and you're gonna get it. Mate, you're gonna get it. Also, I have analyzed the case where MC011 has been slapped on the seller after 3 sales. New account, 3 sales, suspension and account closure. There is the door, pal. We don't need shitty sellers. In fact, if 99% of your buyers is okay, it doesn't mean you are a good seller. Yeah? Either you care about all of them or you are a bad seller. If you don't care about one of your buyers, you are a bad seller. You are a bad seller. Work with the buyer. Message them. Let them know you're on the case, especially when they didn't open the case yet. They just sending you a message. Hey, my item didn't arrive yet. Yeah? Write the message. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that your parcel has not been delivered yet. Let me try to establish what has happened. Let me assure you that I'll do my best to help you. And if the parcel is lost, I will issue full refund. Yeah? Let them know that they are covered. Let them know that they won't be out of pocket. Let them know that you know about the case and you are dealing with it to the best of your abilities. Yeah? Message like that goes a long way. Yeah? You've got customer that is pissed off. Yeah? And when they are pissed off and you don't contact them, they are pissed off even more and they contact eBay. And eBay does not like to lose money. And when somebody contacts eBay, they are losing money because they have to pay the person who deals with it. And when you send that message, and even if the buyer contacts eBay, they look at the case, they see that you acknowledge the problem and you are dealing with it, you're fine. You're fine. If you go on eBay and look at negative comments that sellers get, negative feedbacks that sellers get, okay? Most of those feedbacks says no contact from the seller. Most of them, no contact from the seller. If you make a contact with the buyer, you are halfway through. You are halfway through because they will now calm down. They will calm down, they will wait for you to deal with the problem. One short, simple message can save your bacon. So tracking says item has been delivered, okay? So what's the problem? The problem is that couriers deliver to wrong addresses from time to time. They leave parcels in awkward places. Go to the website, the courier's website, check the photo confirmation of the delivery, download it, send it to send it to buyer and ask them, hey, is this your door? If they say, yes, that is my door, then you are covered. Whatever happens since this point, from this point onwards, you are covered because buyer just confirmed it is my door. Then go and check GPS pinpoint. If they say, no, it's not my door, go and check GPS pinpoint and establish to what house this parcel has been actually delivered, because they may have delivered it to the neighbor. They may have delivered to some other address. Go to Google Maps, go to Street View and have a look. And go then to the buyer and say, hey, they've made a mistake. And instead of delivering to you at number 16, they have delivered it to number 26. And it's there at number 26. Could you please have an evening walk and ask them to give you your parcel? And they will do it because, you know why? Because they want the item. They've bought this item because they need it. They've bought this item because they want it. So they will go, have a look, pick up the item, and everything will be fine. But you need to tell them, hey, this item is at number 26. They are not going to go and check hundreds of houses. Hey, did you receive my parcel by a chance? They will not going to do that. They are not going to do that. Because what would be the point of that? You have to tell them where the parcel is. I had parcel delivered to the correct house, correct number, correct street, but the wrong village. And I've passed the message to the buyer, hey, they have delivered it to the wrong village. And she said, that's fine, I will be there. I will be there in 2 days' time. I will go and pick it up. And she left me positive feedback. and she sent me a message how happy she is that I have found this parcel. Most of the cock-ups are perfectly salvageable, but you have to do the job. Work with the buyer and sort it out. I am not going to help you with that. Why would I? eBay is not going to help you with that. Why would they? Just go and work with the buyer before you get suspended. Before you get suspended. And if you got a chance to do it before they open the case against you, even better. Just sort it out, don't let them open the case. Number 2 is returns. If you are high with your INATs, item not as described, you are in that orange part of the bar in your service metrics. You better sort yourself out, pal. You better sort yourself out because you are very close. Brother, you are that close. And don't get me wrong, you don't even have to be in the orange bar or in the red bar. You don't have to be there to get suspended. All you need is a sudden spike. General high return ratio can trigger suspension as well. Again, especially a sudden spike. I've made a video how to avoid returns. I will try to link it down below. So go and check it out. Listen, eBay invests their precious traffic for you to make a sale. When item gets returned, they will have to refund all the fees and they don't like it. Yeah? When you've got more returns than your peers, the simple thinking process is, let's get rid of this guy and give sales to other people, to better sellers. Because you are costing them money, because you are costing them traffic, and traffic is money. Traffic is limited. Also, when buyer has to return the item, that's not positive buyer's experience. If they have to return every other parcel they buy, sooner or later they will say, this eBay is shit. I have to return half of the parcels that I order. This is shit. I'm not going to buy on eBay anymore. And eBay can't afford that. eBay can't afford losing buyers. They would rather lose you. Again, there is a line of sellers waiting for you to go. So they can take your sales. They can take your buyers. Number 3, not uploading tracking, especially if you are in USA. Because I believe you guys, you have to do it somehow manually. You have to click something or something, or I don't know. In UK, when you buy label on eBay, tracking is uploaded automatically. But you need to check it on regular basis because there may be some sort of automation failure. And you have to address it. You have to go and manually put those trackings in. I check it every single day. Every single day that I make a dispatch, after a couple of hours, I go there and make sure all the tracking is provided. And if it's not, I go and provide it manually. Yeah? Simple. Okay, you want to send something without tracking? That's fine, but just be reasonable. Send one parcel out of 50 or one parcel out of 100. Don't send every other parcel without tracking. Yeah? And if you use on regular basis some strange delivery methods with no tracking, like for example a man with a van because you sell furniture, yeah? I'm telling you right here, right now, you are screwed. You are screwed, you are going to lose your account unless you will convince close to 100% of your customers to go on eBay and check that that item has been delivered, that they have received the item, or at least they will give you positive feedback, or ideally do both. Have a system to convince eBay that your items are being delivered even though you have no tracking. Yeah, this is why Closet Geek has lost his account. I will leave a link down below in the description to his case. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. Number 4 is high cancellation rate. I mean your own cancellation, item not in stock or something like that. Yeah, eBay is super ruthless on item not in stock. Trust me. You can have 1 or 2 or 3 here and there and everywhere, and your account is gone. Your account is gone. Again, eBay invested traffic into your sale and you just cancel because you don't have it. Come on, it costs money. It costs money to send you traffic. So also when your customers are canceling orders very often, you are in trouble as well. Again, eBay invests into traffic. They send you traffic, you make a sale, and then your buyer cancels it. You obviously you will say it's not your fault. It's the buyer who canceled it. Yeah. Why have they canceled it? Why have they canceled it? What makes you think it's not your fault that they have canceled the order? Well, because buyers are stupid. Because they want it cheaper, because they found it cheaper, that's why they canceled. Yeah, right? So, because they have found it cheaper, that's not your fault. Just be the cheapest guy and they won't cancel. As simple as that. What is the reason that makes you think that you can charge them more? Oh, because you are a better seller or blah, 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 blah. Newsflash, they don't give a shit. They cancel your order, which means your explanation is not enough for them. Your explanation for charging them more is not enough for them because they are canceling orders. Also, one more thing about cancellation, okay? Now, sometimes buyer buys something and they make something wrong. They give you a wrong address or something. Hey, I gave you wrong address or something. Whatever it is, the problem, yeah? Don't go and say, hey, I'm gonna cancel your order, list it once again, and you buy it again with all the correct things without making an error. Don't do it if you don't have to, because it's a cancellation. It's a cancellation that counts against you. If you can bypass it somehow, if you can fix that problem somehow, go and fix the problem. Obviously, if they want you to send to the different address, well, it's up to you. If it's a cheap item, I send it to the wrong address, to the different address that it is provided on eBay. If it's a cheap item and then customer will come and say, I didn't receive it, okay, fine. I never had a situation like that, and I've sent few dozens of items to the different addresses. But obviously, if that was very like 30, 40, 50 quid item, I wouldn't do it. I would cancel and say, look, buy it again, provide correct address. But if it's £6 item, yeah, I will send it to the different address, no problem. Because I don't want the cancellation on my account. Number 5, not responding to buyers' questions and queries, and most importantly, problems that they raise, right? I mean, fundamental customer service skills are essential on eBay. If you want to sell on eBay, you have to have customer service skills. Treat people how you would like to be treated, and you will be okay. Some time ago, eBay has announced that they are tracking the speed of replying. So keep that in mind and reply. I've made a video explaining that as well. I'll try to put the link down below. So yeah, if you think that it is okay to answer buyer's question 2 days later, I've got a news for you. Don't be even bothered because they have just bought that item from someone else. If you think they will wait 2 days for you to answer the question, brother, I've got a bridge to sell you. Number 6, late dispatch, late delivery. Okay? I think I don't have to explain this one. Yeah? Just remember that positive feedback wipes it out. Yeah? So when you see that parcel is late, because I always, when I do my dispatch, I always check the previous dispatch if everything has been delivered. Okay, and if there is a parcel that has not been delivered, I have a look, try to establish what has happened, and I get back to eBay and I write a message to the customer. Hey, I see your parcel has not been delivered yet. Just be assured that I'm on it and I will have a look what has happened. That's it. All you need is a short message. Just kind of going in front of them, right? Doing like a preventive measure. Don't let them to tell you that they didn't receive the item. Let them know, hey, I know that you didn't receive the item and I'm on it. Yeah, it goes a long way. Yeah. Once I had a parcel that has been delivered a month after the dispatch day. Yeah, it took them a month. I have refunded that parcel long time ago and it has been delivered and I've got positive feedback for it. Yeah, and she contacts me and say, hey, I want to pay for that parcel. And I said, no, please don't pay for it. You've waited a month for it. That's unacceptable. I don't want you to pay for it. You may say I'm stupid. I should have taken the money. Am I stupid really? Because now I've got a customer who've bought from me 6 items this year alone. The same customer that I said, no, please don't pay me. She bought 6 items from me this year alone. Bad feedback, number 7. Okay? Guys, please understand that 93% feedback is shit. 93% feedback is shit. I would never buy anything from anyone who's got 93% feedback. Go below 90% and when MC011 is imposed, you stand no chance to get your account back. No chance at all. If 10% of your buyers leave you negative feedback, you screwed. Also be advised that eBay's algorithm analyzes the wording in your feedback. And there are certain words that can get you into trouble. These words are fake, counterfeit, scammer, no contact, didn't respond, late delivery, nothing like on photos, never sent the item, very slow, bad communication, and stuff like that. If you get those words in your feedback, you are in trouble. And remember that when buyer makes fake claims or uses abusive language in your feedback, you can go and request removal and it will be removed. They may leave the feedback, the bad feedback, but they will remove the wording. It will be empty feedback, negative empty feedback. Okay? And that flag that has been raised will go down. Okay? Number 8, any infringement of copyrights. I mean any. Stock photos, viros, selling fakes, clicking sell similar from somebody else's listing and listing it without any changes. Yes, many of you do it. Yes, all you need is few sellers to complain that you are stealing their listings. Remember, you are listing the same item. You are competition. Playing dirty with your competition is not an uncommon thing. Dog eats dog. On the subject of fakes, I had Timberland boots once. They came in a big job lot. Okay? Guys, I could get a nice money for those shoes, those boots. But stitching was not perfect on them. And I was like, are they real? I don't know. I was trying to look online and everything looked fine except that stitching. That stitching was uneven. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to lose my account for the sake of 30 quid. Yeah, I'm not going to risk my account to earn 30 quid. They were my mom's size, so I gave it to my mom's. Yeah, my mom took it, said, yeah, I'm gonna wear them. Fine, get over it. You have lost 30 pound sale. Fine, you kept your account. You are still better off. Yeah. Number 9 is being a drop shipper. Okay, that's again, I mean, guys, drop shipping is not really legal on eBay, because you have to have an item that you are selling. If you are drop shipping by ordering it somewhere else and they are sending it to your customer, that's not legal on eBay. That's not legal. So if you get slapped with MC011 because you are a drop shipper, well, you've asked for it, mate. And finally, number 10, off eBay sales. I had a warning for this one. I wasn't selling outside of eBay, but somehow something in the message has raised the flag and I had a warning. I went and contacted eBay and explained it. They said, okay, fine, we understand. Don't worry about it. Okay, most likely my flag went down. Okay, avoid it like a plague. Don't give eBay even a half of the reason to block you for this one. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, as it was like donkey years back, but Nick the Legend Hills, he was selling a bicycle with a local collection, and the lady asked him if she can come back and have a look at it first. He said no problem. She came, she liked it, and she paid on the spot. She took the bike, off she goes. So Nick went to eBay and closed the listing, ended the listing. Boom, the warning. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Yeah? I have found a supplier once on eBay who was selling ladies' clothing in bulk. I wanted to buy from them outside of eBay, large quantity with a discount, saving them eBay fees. Yeah, because if I am buying quarter of a ton from them, it will be a substantial eBay fee. So I went to their listing. I have checked the business details that were provided in the listing. I have Googled them. I have found their website. I have found the phone number. I gave them a phone call and I said, hey, I have found you on eBay. Would you be interested in this kind of deal? That many clothing for that much money? They said, yeah, no problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I went there, picked up the stock. Nobody can forbid you to use Google, but don't use eBay messages contacting them to facilitate a sale outside of eBay. Yeah, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Yeah. Now, guys, what is the thing that eBay bangs the drum for like last decade? Yeah, positive buyer's experience. You are responsible for your buyer's experience. You, nobody else. If something goes tits up, don't play the blame game. It's not important whose fault it is. You are the one who's going to deal with it. So go and do it in timely and professional manner. It's not rocket science. Buyer doesn't care whose fault it is. They will be refunded anyway, either by you or by eBay. Yeah? Your courier is late all the time, change the courier. Your photos are bad, change the camera. You're late to the parcel shop, ask your wife to do it for you. You can't pack orders on time, wake up 4:30 in the morning and start then. Yeah? It takes you too much time to message the buyer, get a copy and paste text file, if you send hundreds of the same messages to the buyer every single year, just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Answer all the questions, address all the issues, wish them good day, be nice. Even if they boil your peace, be nice to them. I've got the video about customer service. Go and watch it. Okay, all you need to do to be successful on eBay is to be a good seller. It's not easy to be a good seller, but thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people do it on a daily basis. Send as fast as possible. Build your listing the way that gives no reason to return, or don't give them a reason for INATs. Yeah? All flaws disclosed, all measurements provided, all described the way that eliminates 99% of questions. Exceptional customer service. Offer exceptional customer service. You will stand out like a sore thumb. Because vast majority of sellers does not offer great customer service on eBay. Yeah? They don't give a shit in general. On eBay, sellers don't give a shit. You give a shit and you will be fine. You will be fine. You will never even think about MC011. Because your late delivery defects are low, because your INATs are in green, because cases closed without seller resolution is 0, your return is as low as possible, you've got that top-rated seller badge, everything will be fine if you are a good seller. On top of everything else, when you are a good seller, you're gonna get that repeat business. Just because you are a seller who cares, just because you are a seller who can be trusted. I sell to repeat customers every single week. Check my what solds videos, it's all there. And if you don't want to be a good seller, if it's too hard for you, if it's too much to ask, well, can you see that there over there? Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, there is the door. There is the door. Take your shit and go. I will be more than happy to take your customers. And there is a line of people the same as me. We will all be happy to take your money. Now, what do you have to do when you get that MC011 restriction? First of all, what you can't do. Yeah, what you can't do under any circumstances. Do not open new account. Do not open new account. I have found an advice on eBay saying do not open new account, and that advice has been written 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Apparently, for some people, 12 years is not enough to find it and read it. Do not set up new account. That is clear breach of eBay's multiple accounts policy. I talk about it in details in a separate video, link down below. By the way, if you have a multiple accounts, when one goes down, all go down. Okay? Provided that eBay knows that these are your accounts. And they know. Trust me. They know. Right? Second thing you don't want to do is do not apply third-party service to reinstate your account. First of all, why would you trust some random people with your account details? Yeah? Second, as soon as eBay sees somebody on another device, in another location, logging into your account, you are cooked, brother. You are cooked. Your chances of getting your account back are going down like a lead balloon. eBay wants you to take the responsibility. eBay wants you to learn from your mistakes, not some random guy from India. You are the seller. You have to understand that you're a problem, not some random guy in India. Always use the same phone or the same laptop and the same broadband when you are dealing with MC011 case. Always, no exceptions. Don't phone eBay about it. Yeah, don't phone eBay asking you what should I do with my account suspension. What should I do? Well, they will not help you over the phone. They don't want to listen to your abuse. They don't want to listen to your Lenten lamentations. Just use email provided with the message about MC011 suspension. Don't phone them. They don't want to talk to you about it. Also, during the case, you may be requested to provide a proof of ID, proof of address, and proof of purchase of your stock. Invoices, basically. If you have a British driving license, like I do, use this as a proof of your ID. Because on your license, there is also your address, yeah, which gives you additional credibility because it's the same address that you've got on eBay, okay? If you haven't got British driving license, use something else, like passport, yeah? If you don't have a reasonable ID with photo, get yourself one. Get yourself one before it's too late. You don't want to be slapped with restriction, with account suspension, and then you go and try to sort out your passport. You have to have it on your hand. I don't understand why Brits are so opposed to the national ID card. I have no idea, because that national ID card solves so many issues. You've got your ID on your hand all the time. Now, guys, as a proof of your address, the best way is to use your bank statement. Ideally, the same bank that you've got registered on eBay, the same bank that eBay pays you money in. Yeah, because again, it gives you credibility. Yeah, that's my bank statement. That's my address. That's my name, and the same bank I've got registered on eBay. Guys, I'm doing everything perfectly fine. Yeah. Don't use your water bill, don't use your council bill, don't use your energy bill, use bank statement. Unless there is no other option, you have to use one of those. But if you can use the bank statement, use the bank statement. Right? These are harder to forge, eBay knows it. Additionally, if it's the same account, yeah, you are basically giving them information that they already have. Okay? Invoices. That is what has killed Chris Daily Refinement eBay account. Yeah. If you don't have any fairly fresh invoices for your stock because you buy on Carboot sales, you are vulnerable. You are very, very vulnerable here. This is no joke. If you get slapped with the restriction and they ask for invoices and you can't provide them, you're cooked. Your account is lost. There is no hope. No hope. Get some receipts. Even if it means that you have to buy stock that you will barely make money on. You have to have something. You have to have some sort of paperwork. Go and buy something in fairly decent quantity from AliExpress, from Amazon, from eBay itself. A lot of buyers or a lot of sellers, bulk sellers on eBay will give you an invoice. Just ask for it and they will give it to you. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I mainly source in bulk. After that Chris Daily Refinement malarkey, I treat it very seriously. I always try to have some invoices that are not older than 12 months. Minimum 2-3 invoices. And you need them too, guys. You need them. You absolutely need them, just in case. If you have an auction house near you, go get some stock from them. They will give you an invoice. Yeah? Just have some paperwork on hand. every time. When you get slapped with MC011 and then you will need to go and buy something to have an invoice, that's too late. That's too late. They will not accept it because they will say, yeah, show me the invoice before we slapped you with MC011. Okay? So you have to have it on hand all the time because, better safe than sorry. Yeah. Then eBay will give you a link to upload those documents. But in some instances, they will not give you that link. In this case, you need to email them and ask them, hey, there is no link where I can upload these documents. What do you want me to do with them? How can I provide them to you? And they will give you that link. Yeah, they will give you that link. Please go and watch Nick Hill's video about his problem with confirming his address. Link in the description. Well worth watching. I'm telling you right here, right now, 99% of people would lose their accounts in this instance, having the same problem. In my opinion, Nick and Andrea, they have survived thanks to YouTube because they made the videos about it and people from eBay have seen those videos and they have seen that they are struggling with sorting out this matter and they have helped. But if you don't have a YouTube channel, what are you going to do? You have to be as prepared as you can. As prepared as you can. They just wanted to change the address on eBay. Like an innocent change of address, nothing major. They were correcting some sort of a thing. I think Andrea has added the county. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It was quite a long time ago. I think Andrea has added the county to the address. And that caused an avalanche of problems. Boom, your account is under the review. You would never think about it. Yet it has happened. Even your middle name can be a problem. When eBay has a middle name, your middle name in full, like for me it's George, yeah, my middle name. But it's in Polish, starts with J. Anyway, I've got my middle name. I've got it on eBay in full. Then on the paperwork, I've got only an initial. They can have a problem with it. Trust me, they can have a problem with it. If you are an immigrant, like me, please familiarize yourself with the process of confirming your right to stay in UK. It is fairly easy. It can be done online. And if you have a settled status like I do, it will take you, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. So it's fairly easy to do, but you have to know how to do it. Because when you are slapped with the restriction and then you have to spend half a day figuring out how to do it, you've got no time for that, my friend. You go there, you do it within 15 minutes because you already know how to do it. So yeah, go on that government website and familiarize yourself with the process. Yeah, because and one more thing, keep your records up to date. If you have changed your passport, let them know about it because it takes like days to update your passport. It took me like 3 days more or less. So you get slapped with suspension and now it turns out your passport is out of date in the government database. So you have to upload new passport. They have to check it. They have to update it. Then you are requesting the confirmation of your stay in UK and it all takes a week. It all takes a week. And you don't have that week when you are dealing because your account is suspended. You are not earning money. You have to deal with it as fast as possible to start earning money again. Yeah? Talking about money, eBay can put your money on hold, right? They have a full right to do so. In fact, they have a legal obligation to secure the money if they suspect fraud, right? They can hold your money for a maximum of 180 days, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on this one. Yeah? Then, if they don't have any sufficient evidence of you committing online fraud, they will have to give you that money back, release it. Yeah. After all, it's your money, not eBay's money, and they can't hold it forever. But they can still close your account. Yeah, they can give you the money and close your account, no problem. Yeah, and remember that you have agreed to follow terms and conditions. Yeah, you have accepted them, most likely without reading, and they don't have, in that terms and conditions, it says that they don't have to explain themselves to you in regards of the reason for closing the account, the reason for holding the money, the reason for anything, right? So whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, they do have a right to do so, and they don't have to tell you what has happened, yeah? Because you gave them the consent, right? And crying how bad and unfair it is will not change anything. Move on. You've lost your account. Move on. Get a job in Tesco. Yeah? And if they have evidence that you have broken the law, they will report you to police. They have a legal obligation to do so. If you know something about crime and you don't report it to the police, you are breaking the law yourself. Yeah? And police, they can like hold your money forever, like forever, for the duration of the investigation, prosecution, and trial. And if you have been found guilty, you will never see that money again. And that will be the smallest of your problems. Yeah, the smallest of your problems. Right? There was one more thing that you need to know, guys, especially if you are based in UK. Most likely, you will be, when your account is suspended, you will be dealing with Americans, okay? With Americans from America, right? Now, I'm not saying that Americans are stupid, but I've seen some videos on YouTube which were shocking, okay? I'm not trying to say that all Americans are like that, but American defaultism is a thing. A lot of people in US thinks that the whole world do stuff exactly the same way as they do things in US. And that's not true, right? You may find a person who deals with your suspension that applies that defaultism, and he or she thinks that things in UK are the same as things in US, right? He or she may have no clue what VAT is, right? They may not have a clue what partnership is, yeah? I mean business partnership, yeah? Without incorporation, yeah? They may not know what the British county is, yeah? So when your address says Lancashire and your proof of address doesn't say Lancashire, they may have a problem with it. In fact, they will have a problem with it, right? Explain everything in details. Like you were talking to a 6 years old, yeah? Avoid creating cock-ups by assuming that everybody knows what Essex is, yeah? Because they've seen Towie or something, I don't know. Yeah? Or everybody knows that Wales is a part of UK. Trust me, guys, not everybody knows that, right? Trust me. For example, don't upload your driving license when you have changed the house, but you didn't change the license yet, and it still has an old address on it, right? Because they don't know that you have to do it, that you have to change the license. Just don't create cock-ups, yeah? Don't create cock-ups. Again, watch that Nick Hill's video, you will be shocked. You will be shocked, right? And don't expect them to know how French or German military ID looks like, or Polish disability card, or your London Oyster card, yeah? Upload something that they know, yeah? Upload something that they will not have a problem with. all passports look the same. No matter what country issues them, they all look the same. Yeah? Everybody knows what driving license is, but not everybody knows what the veteran card is. Okay? So upload documents that are like, it's a clear cut. Everybody knows what it is. Okay? Pay special attention to the second line of the address. If you are in UK, yeah, to that locality, yeah, you're part of the town that you live in, yeah, because you don't have to have it in your address. Some people do, some people don't, some people do and don't at the same time, yeah. In one occasion they do, in the other occasion they don't. So if you have on your eBay address, it says with the locality, and you provide proof of address without locality, you're cooked. If your name is William, don't put it on eBay as Will. Put it as William. Because you will put it as Will and you will provide them with your passport that says William, you're cooked. I have seen guy being refused boarding the plane for that, exactly that. You've got your boarding card that says Will. You've got your passport that says Williams. What's wrong, sir? What's going on here? I can't let you in. And the guy stayed. Guy never flown. Right? Guys, take it seriously. In the ideal world, you don't want to be even close to MC011. Yeah? The best way to win it is to avoid it. But when you get it, because, I don't know, you had 10 item not received cases that you have ignored, yeah? Just don't go and refund them all after suspension. You get a suspension, don't go and refund everyone, yeah? Saying, job done. How eBay will see it is, yes, I'm a scammer, but I have refunded all of those problematic parcels, so please unblock me so I can scam again. Okay, that's what they are going to see. And it doesn't matter that you are not a scammer. You are just a shitty seller. Doesn't matter. They don't want you anyway. They don't want you anyway. There is too many sellers, not enough buyers. They can't afford to lose you. Your 1,000 listings is not going to make a difference on eBay at all. There is 2.1 billion listings on eBay. They don't give a shit about you, your items, or your business. You are not equal to them. You've got no say. You do what you're told. Or get the hell out of here and never come back. That's what their approach is. They will not miss you. You are not their friend. They only do business with you. And if somebody costs them money or trouble, they don't want to do business with that kind of person. I bet my house that eBay would rather lose 100 shitty sellers who don't give a monkey than one good buyer. Go and sort out cases proper way, investigate them all, even if tracking says delivered, but when customer says they don't have it, go and investigate. Check proof of delivery, check GPS pinpoint, couriers leave parcels willy-nilly, deliver to wrong addresses. Constantly ask customer, hey, has the parcel arrived? Has the parcel arrived? Has the parcel arrived? If they confirm that it has arrived, you've got your proof. Politely ask them to close the case. Most people will do it because they are genuinely good people and they don't mind to help you. But they have to see that you are trying. They have to see that you care. If you don't care, why would they? If you don't give them a good customer service, they will not give a shit about you. And I can't understand why people are so stupid to think otherwise. Yeah. Also, eBay always have an ability to check your messages with the buyer. And when eBay has a problem with you with particular case, you just say politely to eBay, hey, can you go and have a look at my conversation with the buyer. I've done everything I could to help them. And that's enough. eBay will see that you care. Yeah? Ask the buyer, it is your door. When they confirm, covered. Ask buyer, check with your husband, with the neighbor, if they accepted delivery and then forgot about it. Yeah? If the parcel was delivered wrongly, establish where it is. Go to Google Maps, check the number on the door. If there is no number on the door, move left, move right, check the number on the next door and extrapolate from that. And send the message to the buyer. Hey, it's there, it's at number 9. It's there, your parcel is waiting for you there at number 9. And they will go and pick it up and no problem whatsoever. Yeah? 9 out of 10 cases can be salvaged. And guys, for the love of God, drop that entitlement attitude. You deserve nothing from eBay. I mean nothing. There is no participation trophy. There is no points for attendance. Nobody gives a monkey about you, your stock, your business. Dog eats dog. This is business. You may be selling on eBay for 20 years. And you may have been a very good seller for that 20 years. But one morning, you wake up and you have an idea. Hey, I'm going to scam people. How can eBay know that this is not the case? I bet shit like that has happened before. Somebody with 20 years eBay history woke up one day and said, I'm gonna scam people, I'm gonna earn £20,000 in a day. And eBay has to be cautious. eBay will not trust your word alone. They need to see evidence. They need to see you explaining yourself. And guys, do as you're told. Don't be a smart ass. Just be polite. Ask them, hey, is there anything I can do to speed up the process? Is there anything you want me to provide? Is there anything else that I can send you to prove that I am who I am? Yeah? And even if it's 100% eBay's fault, yeah? Even if you think, hey, I'm doing everything okay, I'm doing everything correctly, it's all eBay's fault. Come on. Just ask yourself a question. Am I really doing everything by the book? Do I really do everything to the highest possible standard? If you don't blame eBay for that. People make mistakes. I make mistakes. But when you work with the customer, almost everything can be sorted one way or another. If it's your fault, take the blame, apologize, try to salvage. Try to fix it. And when you show your buyer that you care, buyers are ready to forgive you a lot. Act ASAP. Don't let situation to worsen to the point where eBay has no choice but to hit you with MC011 suspension. When you get suspended, your chances to get your account back are like 50-50. Maybe even less than that. Maybe even less than 50-50. You don't want to be in this position, especially when you sell on eBay to pay your bills. And when you've been slapped with MC011, like, I don't know, 9 times, for fuck's sake, understand that you are the problem. Not eBay, not buyers, you. eBay is protecting buyers from you. eBay is protecting other sellers from you. eBay is protecting the platform as a whole from you. eBay is protecting their own money from you. They don't need seller who doesn't give a shit. They don't want sellers who don't give a shit about buyers and platform. Evaluate your processes and fix them. Fix them, improve them to the standard that you will never get suspended again. eBay will not shadow ban you. eBay will not hide your listings from the buyers. eBay will not stalk you. eBay will not kill your business. eBay will not do anything out of spite. Why would they do it if you were a good seller? And if you are a bad seller, why would they fuffle around with you? Why would they fuffle around with some stupid shadow bans? If you are a bad seller, they will shut you down. They will not fuffle around with some shadow bans. They will shut you down in a second, just like that. And you're gone, my friend. You are not special. You are not 1 in a million. In fact, you are one of the millions sellers on eBay. Literally, for eBay, you are a drop in the ocean. Get it into your brain. Selling on eBay is not your human right. Selling on eBay is a privilege. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. And you will be fine. And if you are not fine on eBay right now, at this moment, chances are that it's your fault. Chances are that it's your fault, because I haven't listed anything for a year and I'm still selling. You are not running your own business. You are an eBay subcontractor, just like a bricklayer on a construction site. And if you think that bricklayer can go to the site manager and say, I don't give a shit about these bricks, I don't give a shit about your houses, and by the way, you're a moron. Yeah? And if you think he can do that without being told, pick your shit up and get out, then I've got nothing else to tell you. I've got nothing else to tell you besides grow up. Grow up. eBay does not like resellers. It's a fact, and it's a clear fact to me. But they won't shadow ban you they won't close your account without a reason. If you don't want why eBay doesn't like resellers, subscribe to the channel. I will make a video about it very, very soon. Yeah? Next month, more or less. Because eBay doesn't like resellers, and they have a reason for it. And that would be it for today, guys. I know it was a long video. If you have managed up to this point, I would like to thank you very, 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 very much for that. Yeah? I wish you will never have to deal with MC011. Just be a good seller who cares about customers. Yeah? And you will be fine. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, don't forget to click that like button. If you wish to support the channel further, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye-bye.